First of all, can we just show some more love to these guys? Like the big. So, my name is Kurren Sandhu, Junior Doctor and founder of Supernova Student, a system designed to improve student exam results, but also their health and well-being. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, what am I doing here? Like, a bit of a curveball, didn't get lost, I didn't walk into the wrong room, all right? And I'm definitely not considering a career change. I still see and treat patients in A&E. I'd like to start, actually, by asking you a question. Have you ever had a time in your life where you've just taken too much on? Too much responsibility, way too much on your plate? Because I know I have, and I've got a lot of nods in the audience as well. I think it was my third year, so halfway through medical school, and I was balancing 2 dissertations, exams, running the basketball society, and of course a social life. And long story short, I completely burnt out. There's one week in particular, I think the national championship weekend, one of my dissertation deadlines, had friends over, and I just completely wiped. Wasn't myself, and that year, my exam results suffered as well. Didn't do as well as I hoped or wanted, so I knew something had to change. As doctors, we often use the science to decide how to treat people, so I thought, why not use the science to decide how to revise for exams? Started taking care of myself a lot more, more aerobic exercise, eating better, mindfulness. And in just 1 year, my exam results skyrocketed, got an academic prize, but more importantly, I just had more balance in my student life. And I don't know if any of you guys are students here, or you know students, or you've been students before, but student life ain't easy. People joke about it sometimes, but it's not easy. So that's where the idea came from, Supernova Student. How can I share what I've learned? And I know this event is called When the Lights Go Down, but my lights haven't come up yet, but they're about to. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk you briefly through my creative process thus far, as a beginner, as a newbie, just jumping right into it, and how I've taken and drawn inspiration from the arts, from the curve, and hopefully get a little idea of what sort of newbie journey is like, all right? So Supernova Student, the first project I had was making a 5-week video course aimed at improving exam results, but also overall well-being. So, okay, 2 parts of this story. Part 1 is the script, okay? So, obviously I needed some script for my video course. How hard could it be? I knew what I wanted to say, I knew the research, just got it right, okay? Easy. So I'd get my laptop out. First started off good, a couple of thousand words each day. Carried on for a couple of weeks, I was in flow. Anyone know what I'm talking about there? Flow? Okay, yeah, there we go. So it's going great. I was like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah. And then that day came. I sat down, got my laptop out, a little green tea on the side. Yes. Nothing was on the page. I couldn't write any more words. Today's not my day. I thought, all right, let's come back tomorrow, here we go. And then again. Nothing. Nada. Have we got any creatives in the house today? Professional or for fun? Who makes something? Anything? Come on, put your hands up. Nice and high. Come on. There we go. Be proud, let's go. That's it. So, can you put your hand down if you might know what I'm experiencing right now, or what I experienced at that point? Oh, wow, look at that. Has anyone got a name for it? Ooh, got it in one. Writer's block. As a newbie to this creative process, I was thinking, what's going on? I know what I want to write, I know I've got motivation, but why is this thing coming out of the page? So how was I going to get out of my writer's block? Who was I going to speak to get out of my writer's block? Writers. So big up to my cousin, you guys didn't know, Hareet Deol. Hey, let's go again. And he's like, oh yeah, mate, I'm doing some work for this scratch night, yeah, you want to come? That's actually a terrible impression. I'm not the actor here. And I was like, well, I don't really know what one is, but yeah, I'm down. Does anyone else not know what a scratch night is, by the way? Because I didn't. Is someone willing to volunteer and tell everyone else what a scratch is? Because I'm a really bad, I'm going to butcher the definition. Come on, there's got to be someone here that can explain what everyone else what a scratch night is.
It's basically a night where new playwrights and directors get to showcase their work, snippets of the play they've written, and they hire professional actors to showcase it to see if it's could be used as a full-length play and be commissioned for a full-length play. So it's like a trial and error process, which Kurren came to come see, and he spoke to some writers about it.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys love interesting stuff, right? Like you see, you know, it's gritty. The actors sometimes, some of them have got sort of scripts in their hand. That's how real it is. And I thought, okay, so I've got writers here. So the first writer I spoke to, well, I came away with 3 things from going to that scratch night. First writer said, get out of your writer's block. Just accept it. Accept that it's part of the process and the word will come. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Cool, it's all right, I can do that. She also, on a side note, said that she always gets inspiration from the world around her. So this writer, when she goes to restaurants, she'll actually look at the menus and try and think of things up. So you know, when I'm at the restaurant, I'm just there. Like, the second thing, a little bit off topic of writer's block, but something I found fascinating, to be fair. Have you guys ever watched a piece of film, listened to a song, and you just know that there's been some personal experience that's gone into that from the writer? Yeah? Come on, let's say yes. Can we get a yes on a Thursday? You know what I'm talking about? Yes. It's a curve, you know, like, expressive. So I was sitting there, and I was watching this piece, and I was like, wow, I relate to this piece of work, you know? And I remember I was telling Lynn and Ray the other week that it's almost like a triangle. So if you imagine, I was sitting right there, watching this play and taking it in, relating to it. And the writer was literally sitting in the audience somewhere over there, and they put their personal experience, and I just found it like fascinating that the stage acted as this mirror and bounced, you know, these literally feelings off each other. And I was like, so if that's the 2 sides of that triangle, I wanted to complete the triangle. And I spoke to the writer, and I was right. It was come from personal experience. I just found that fascinating, off topic, but I just found it really cool. Third idea, really good writer. I said, look, how do you know when your script is good enough? What did he say? Never. Stuff's great, it's hard work. And that takes us on to the second part of my story, if you like, and that's video. So the script, I managed to write 25,000, 30,000 script, 100 scientific references, got over my writer's block, and now I just had to record the videos. How hard could it be? It was tough, right? So again, big up to Hareet. He was like, look, come use my studio, my equipment, stay in my house for a few days, we'll get these videos done. So I was like, yeah, bish bash bosh, video's done. But nah, how many usable videos did we get out at the end of that 4 days? 0. That's right. I mean, whether it's lighting, tech, performance, getting the creases out of my clothes, like there's always something. I think there was one point where I sat down, ready to start speaking, and then the next door neighbour got their leaf blower out. Wasn't meant to be, you know. So we came back at it a week later, learned a lot of mistakes, learned from mistakes, and yeah, you know, I managed to record a lot of the course. And I guess the thing to say is, was it perfect? No. Was it good? Is it good enough and fit for purpose? Almost. To quote Zig Ziglar, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I'm going to run that one back again. So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have got something that with creatives and the non-creatives that you're holding back a little bit from the world. Just release stuff, man. That's how you perfect it. Like Nicola was talking about. You get it out there, you see what works, what doesn't, and then you perfect it. Okay? So this is my start, if you like. This is probably the first talk I've done like this, and it's almost a launch pad for me for the rest of my kind of career. And I'm looking to influence millions of young adults to improve their health and performance. So I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you very much. And I also have to thank the Curve, man. Memoirs. My Beautiful Laundrette. I was sat right over there next to Peter Andre watching the temperament of My Beautiful Laundrette. Like, yeah, that was... Okay, that was inspiration. It's real, but like... he was in Greece, by the way, if you guys wonder why Peter Andre was yeah, I saw that here and I saw that changed to the final piece. Barbershop Chronicles. Anyone seen Barbershop Chronicles? Yeah. It was here at the Curve, and they've got this great bit at the beginning of the play where they've got 7 or 8 barber chairs lined up, and they've got music playing, and they get members of the audience to sit in the chair as if they're having a little haircut, and like, it's such a vibe, but that's what the arts do, don't they? They inspire us. When the last time you guys have watched a piece of film, music, even a play, and you've just been moved? Yeah, it's quite hard to explain, isn't it? Like, but it's powerful. And what I'm learning is that facts and figures don't change health behavior. What changes behavior? Emotion. Story. Guys, I would have loved to have spoken about the creative industry and mental health, or Supernova Student is what I'm working on now, but on the horizon I do see Supernova Creative. So if any of you guys want to contribute or have a chat about that, I'd love to. Like I said, it's my first talk, so any feedback we welcome, especially from the UK.
I'll break it down.
And something I probably don't need to say to this talk, but if there's anything that's potentially sensitive, just say speak to a GP or use Mind UK for any support resources. So the last thing, guys, again, something that Kevin asked you if it's okay to stand up again. Is that cool? What we're going to do is just take 3 deep breaths, nice and comfortable. We'll do it all together, okay? And use your belly. Nice, long out breath. Last one. That's great, guys. And I mean, similar to Hareet, like I said, I'm way out of my comfort zone here. So what could you guys do tonight, tomorrow, to take that next step? How could you get out of your comfort zone? Because as Hareet said, isn't that what